for tuning in to the Bob's Pro Shot video ball review, and today we're going to take a look at the all-new Roto-Grip Tour Dynamics. The Tour Dynamics is another iteration into those mild asymmetrical balls that we used to see with the Rubicon line. The core in the Tour Dynamics is the Rondor Tour core, which is very similar to the Rondor core that we saw in the Rubicons. The cover is Tour Track Solid Reactive, and the box finish is 2000 Grit Abralon. At 15 pounds, we have a RG of 247 and a diff of 026 with a PSA of 010. The Tour Dynamics falls right into the HP3 line, where it's not the top line, big, strong asymmetrical piece, and it's not that benchmark piece. It kind of bridges the gap between the two, just like how the Rubicon series did before it. I think since the Rubicon series was discontinued, we've definitely had that hole in the lineup since, and the Tour Dynamics certainly fills that gap again. The Tour Dynamics gives me a really controlled, continuous motion down lane, and it doesn't really change direction too much down lane as well, which is really nice. So it's really forward off the break point, forward off the back of the pattern, instead of being kind of that big swooping, big arc motion or even that big angular motion. It's really limited in change of direction down lane, which is great for a lot of bowlers. So that's really going to match up with your high rev rate bowlers, your low rev rate bowlers, and also your matched bowlers. So whether or not you're speed dominant or rev dominant, I think the Tour Dynamics can really fit into your bag, and it's going to benefit you as well. If you bowl in a center where you have a lot of like over-under reaction, the Tour Dynamics is really going to help out with that just because of how forward it is at the break point. It's definitely a ball that, for me, I can't get it out of my hands right now. I think I shot 740 the other day with it, and I shot 740 something when we were practicing over the weekend as well when I threw it for the first time. For myself, this is a ball that it's almost going to kind of take that place of the first ball out of my bag, especially when I'm going out of town. It's kind of benchmarky, but it's not as continuous and as smooth as some of the benchmark balls, a la the new Summit that just came out, the Phase 2s, stuff like that. It's not as smooth as those, but it's a lot more continuous down lane in its rolling motion down lane to where it doesn't change so much direction like those balls do. I really like the colors of the ball too. I know it doesn't matter, but it also kind of gives me like those Alpha Crux vibes, except it's just missing the purple. But it looks a lot like an Alpha Crux, especially when it goes down the lane. Even though this ball is going to get a lot of use on house shots, I think you're going to see it really shine once you start bowling on the tougher patterns, the longer patterns, the mid-volume patterns. I feel like the Tour Dynamics is really geared towards those high-level bowlers that are bowling on a lot tougher conditions, where this is going to give all those bowlers and those professionals an option that they didn't have in their bag before. But also, like I said, it's going to match up with the average league bowler as well. It's going to really blend out that iffy reaction that you may get down lane. But I think where this ball is really going to shine is if you're bowling on a lot of tougher stuff, you're building a arsenal to go out and bowl regionals or bowl sport patterns. I feel like the Tour Dynamics needs to be in your bag almost. Thank you for tuning in to the Bob's Pro Shot video ball review. If you can, take a chance to like us on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube and Instagram channel. That way you can stay up to date with all of our videos. Thanks and have a great day.